Hi guys, it's Christina for Me to Find Creative, and I am super excited because I am joining Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life every Friday in January for her 30 days of sketches. And so you just saw the sketch that we are working with today, and I had kind of decided that I wanted to create another baseball layout. So I was showing you there that I had this idea that I used in my traveler's notebook where I created this huge baseball and then I stitched it. So I am using that on a smaller scale to create the circular element that was in this sketch. So I have taken my thicker circle tool and used that to create a circle and kind of give me my stitching lines for my baseball. And this is similar to what I did with the bigger one. I just used the outside dimensions of the circle, and this time I used the inside. And so I wanted this one to be smaller because it's just going to be one little element on that page. And instead of two photos like there were in the sketch, I'm going to include three. So the sketch itself had a 4x6 and then what looked like maybe a 3x4 next to it, or a 2x3 even next to it. And so what I did is I just printed three 3x4s. So I put my photos into the Project Life app and printed them two on a 4x6 photo paper. And so this is kind of one of those layouts where I have three photos that are showing you three different kind of views of the action. So my oldest son is not a pitcher. My little guy is a pitcher. And this is my older son. And the team that he is on this year has really pushed him and challenged him to learn some skills that he didn't have before. And so they do have him doing a little bit of pitching. And it is definitely not something that he is comfortable with, but it's something that he is very driven to become better with so that he can help his team. And so that's kind of where I went with this layout. So I grabbed a bunch of papers from the baseball collection from Bella Boulevard, and I used those to create my strips behind my photos. And that was super simple. You saw me kind of cutting those pieces apart to make them extend over the entire length of where I wanted them to be. You don't necessarily have to have huge strips of paper, or branding strips would work really well for this. But you don't have to have huge pieces because you can tuck them into both ends of the photo and they don't have to extend the entire length. So then I went ahead and I'm grabbing some of these baseball puffy stickers. And this baseball set, I just picked up at Hobby Lobby, but it comes from Paper House Productions. And it's actually one of the better baseball sets that I've been able to find because it's not really little kiddish. It's a little more older boy looking ones that my boys approve of. And then I also grabbed some Bella Boulevard Puffy Star stickers in yellow because I wanted just a little hint of yellow accents on this page. His team colors are this kind of dark red and then gray and white. And so I can kind of play with adding little pops of color because he does have such a limited neutral color palette to his uniforms. So I am going to add a little bit of fun foam on the top part of this baseball. Because I want it to sit behind my photo at the bottom, I'm going to glue the bottom, but then I want to give it some dimension, so I'm going to add that foam to the top edge. And then I also took some thicker foam letters, and these are called Regards, and I use those to do my title and just have it run along the bottom edge of my photos. And so Driven is just going to be that particular title because that's really what this is about, that my son is really driven to learn enough about pitching that he's comfortable when the coaches ask him to do it, but not so much that becomes his position. So we often joke with him about don't get so good at it that you have to do it all the time because you really don't enjoy it that much. But he is enjoying getting better and learning and coming up with some of the techniques and finding out that he really can pitch and do okay in this area, even though it's not where he prefers to play. So I am just adding a few little details in the same places that they had them in the sketch. So I did stay pretty true to the sketch today. And then I grabbed these little Felicity Jane stars, and these are some tinier ones to see if I wanted to add any of those. And that's basically going to do it for this layout. So I kept the embellishments pretty simple because I wanted the emphasis to be on this like series of 3 steps of my son pitching, as well as that big baseball element at the top. And I'm really pleased with how it turned out. So I do hope that you will play along with this sketch and every other sketch this month, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!